All right, let's unpack something truly compelling today. We're diving deep into a really fascinating talk by Dr. Joe Dispenza, exploring his powerful ideas on how our internal world literally shapes our external reality and our well-being too.
Yeah, what's so interesting here is how Dr. Dispenza connects our emotional states, like directly to our body's physiology and even to our capacity for, creation. So our mission for you today is really to pull out the practical steps and the surprising transformations he talks about, helping you understand how you can reclaim your energy, basically, and tap into some pretty profound states.
Okay, so where does he start? He seems to kick off by really zeroing in on what he calls the trap of stress.
Exactly. He argues that when our body becomes addicted and conditioned to the hormones of stress, we're just stuck in survival mode perpetually.
And when you're in that state, that sort of run, fight, or hide programming,
Right.
he says vulnerability or openness, it's just not an option, is it?
Not at all. And it's not just about, a lion chasing you. It's a chronic state. He explains, the stronger the emotions that we feel to the problems and conditions in our life, the more we pay attention to them.
Ah, okay. So our attention gets glued to the problem.
Glued, and this is critical because, as he puts it, where you place your attention is where you place your energy.
Right. Energy follows attention.
Precisely. So think about that. Your valuable energy, the energy that could be energy to heal, is constantly being poured out.
Yeah.
Poured into those external stressors, the very things you're trying to get away from. You're kind of bleeding it away.
Bleeding energy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. So how does Dispenza suggest we plug that leak? How do we reclaim that power?
Well, his core insight is remarkably simple, actually, though maybe not easy to do. He says, every time you lower the volume to that emotion, feelings like agitation, impatience, frustration,
Yeah, the daily stuff.
the daily stuff. If you lower the volume, you'll take your attention off that person or the problem.
And the immediate result is?
You call energy back to you instantly. Now, he does admit this first rush of free energy might feel very chaotic and it's uncomfortable
Uncomfortable. Why is that?
because your body's just so used to those old, familiar emotional patterns. It's like breaking an addiction.
Okay, so it's not like an instant bliss moment, but it's a necessary step. What happens then as you keep doing that, as you release that old emotional conditioning?
Well, as the body lets go of its need for those negative hits and your attention shifts more inward, he says energy moves right into the heart.
Into the heart.
Yeah. And this brings a profound relief from the past. And Dispenza has this beautiful definition. The absence of an emotional addiction is simply joy.
Joy. Not happiness, but joy.
Exactly. Not a forced positive thought, but a genuine sort of unbidden feeling. Like appreciation, joy, a love for life, a joy for existence, grateful for no reason at all.
Wow. And this isn't just an emotional thing, is it? He talks about a physiological shift, too, in the nervous system.
Oh, absolutely. It's key. When you shift to joy and place attention on your heart, you literally convert your system. You flip from the fight or flight sympathetic system, the one driving imbalance.
The stress system.
Right, to the parasympathetic nervous system. That's the one governing rest and digest and repair. It's like your body's own healing systems finally get switched on, and the energy in your heart literally starts to build.
Okay, but here's where it got really interesting for me. He then talks about the sympathetic system, the stress one, potentially re-engaging, but differently.
Yes. It's counterintuitive, isn't it? We usually link the sympathetic system just with fear, anger, agitation. But Dr. Dispenza suggests that once you've got that parasympathetic balance, that same sympathetic system can kick back in. But instead of stress, it creates states of pure ecstasy and bliss.
Whoa, so your alert system gets reprogrammed for joy instead of danger.
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah.
And at the same time, energy moves up into the brain. It shifts brainwave patterns, moving from deep sleep delta through theta, alpha, beta, all the way up to gamma.
Gamma waves. What does he associate with that?
Super consciousness, peak awareness, high coherence. You end up being, as he puts it, relaxed in their heart and awake in their brain. A true synchronization.
That synchronization sounds crucial because he positions the heart as way more than just, a pump. He calls it the creative center.
He really does. He describes it as the place where the union of polarities happens, where opposites come together, where wholeness begins. It's the source, he suggests, where love begins, and you start moving towards the divine within yourself.
So to actually manifest or create the future you want.
Your heart has got to be open, it's got to be activated. It's the energetic hub, the engine for creation.
So boiling it all down, what's the actual practice? What does Dr. Dispenza tell people to do?
It's deceptively simple again, but needs consistency. Just place your attention on your heart.
Just focus there.
Focus there. Not a fleeting thought, but a sustained, energetic focus. Give your heart that attention, that energy. He uses the analogy, just like a flower, sooner or later it's going to bloom. And he adds that assigning personal meaning to the act, understanding why you're doing it, makes it work even better.
Okay, so what does this all really mean for you listening? Dr. Dispenza is making a really compelling case here, isn't he? How our emotional energy directly impacts our physical state, our brain, our reality, all flowing through this incredible power housed in the heart.
It really makes you think, and it raises a pretty big question, doesn't it? If consciously shifting your attention, your energy like this can lead to such profound changes, physiological, emotional, even states of ecstasy and superconsciousness. What future possibilities could you actually unlock by consistently, intentionally placing your attention right there on your heart?